The power of small actions. Iron's journey began like any ordinary story, full of doubts, rejections, and uncertainty. For the third time that month, he had walked out of a job interview hearing the same words. "We don't think you're capable enough." He didn't argue. He simply nodded and left. At home, he stared at himself in the mirror, shoulders slouched, eyes tired. "Maybe they're right. Maybe I really am not good enough," he whispered. Tears gathered, and for the first time in weeks, he felt defeated. Then his gaze fell on an old diary his late father had left behind. Inside, his father had written, "In life, keep doing the small things consistently. One day, they will lead to something great." Without overthinking, Iron wrote a single line. "Tomorrow, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. No matter what." It seemed like a small, almost meaningless decision, but it would be the first step of a life-changing journey. When the alarm rang, every fiber of his body begged him to sleep. Excuses whispered, "There's nothing waiting for you today." But he saw the diary. He forced a weak smile. "Get up. Just today." He stood. Day 1. Walked 5 minutes. Day 2 10 minutes. Day 3 15 minutes. Within a week, he was jogging 30 minutes every morning. His energy, confidence, and mental clarity began to return. People noticed, "Iron, you've changed." But he knew the truth. Nothing had changed externally. He had simply started waking up and taking action. He continued applying for jobs. Rejections kept coming, but instead of breaking him, they fueled him. In his diary, he wrote, "Each rejection prepares me for the right acceptance." Soon, he started a small online business. His first sale felt like a miracle. He wrote, "The dream has begun." Second sale. "I will not stop now." Years passed. The timid young man had now become a self-made entrepreneur. One day, invited to speak at a leadership seminar, he stood on stage and said just one line. "If you fail to win the small battles, you'll never win the big one." Someone in the audience wiped their tears and quietly wrote, "From tomorrow, I will wake up at 5 a.m. After the seminar, driving home, Iron exhaled. People saw motivation in his speech, but they didn't see the real war, the battle he had fought silently with himself. He remembered nights on the rooftop, diary in hand, questioning if life could ever improve. Then he recalled Admiral McRaven's famous words, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed." He wrote in his diary, "From tomorrow, I will start by making my bed perfectly." At first, it seemed insignificant. While making the bed, his mind mocked him. What will this tiny act change? You don't even have a job. But he persisted. 20 seconds later, something shifted. Small action gave him control. If he could win this tiny battle, he could win many more. He followed a simple routine. Make the bed, check mark. Exercise, check mark. Learn something new, check mark. Take action towards the dream, check mark. Small wins built small confidence. Small confidence led to bigger decisions. Bigger decisions created transformation. He didn't become successful overnight. He became disciplined, resilient, and unstoppable. Whenever doubts attacked, he remembered, life is not fair. Get over it and move forward. He stopped asking, why me? And started asking, what is this teaching me? One evening, he wrote in his diary, I didn't change the world, but I changed my world, and that is enough. Quote, Years later, Ian received a message from a stranger. I watched your speech. I don't know where to start, but I want to change my life. Can you help me? He realized inspiration isn't about giving answers. It's about lighting a spark. He created a small online community for people who wanted to start small actions with big results. The rule: commit to one small win daily. At first, only 10 people joined. Many dropped out. Some complained, it's too small to matter. Ian reminded them, it was the small things that changed everything for me. Win the small battles, and the big ones will follow. Slowly, the group grew. Stories poured in. A young woman ran her first marathon after waking up early consistently. A student scored top marks after dedicating 30 minutes daily to weak subjects. An entrepreneur revived a failing business by taking one small action each day. The beauty was not just individual success, it was the ripple effect. Each small action inspired another, creating a chain reaction. During one seminar, a teenager asked, "I feel too small. My actions seem meaningless. Why bother?" Ian smiled. The ocean is made of tiny drops. Your life is made of tiny actions. The first drop may seem small, but it eventually fills the ocean. Never underestimate a single step forward. The audience was silent, absorbing the weight of his words. He continued, "Life is not fair. You will face challenges, rejections, failures. But if you make your bed, start small, and keep going, you will win the day, and eventually, you will win your life." That day, several members posted their achievements online. The teenager completed a 30-day personal growth streak. A young woman passed her exams with distinction. The ripple had begun. Ian closed his laptop, looking at the night sky. He thought of his younger self, scared, uncertain, filled with doubt. Now, he was a beacon for countless others. It wasn't the speeches or likes that mattered. It was the lives he touched, the sparks he lit, the small actions that grew into a tidal wave of change. He whispered quietly, "I started with one small decision. I made my bed. I woke up at 5 a.m. And now, the world, my world, is different. And it can be different for anyone." Ian's story reminds us, true transformation is quiet, consistent, and often unnoticed at first. One small step, taken repeatedly, changes everything. As Admiral McRaven said, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed and face the day, no matter how small the action seems." Ian smiled. The ripple had only just begun. Glowing star.